Welcome to game number 2 of this round of 8 match here at Monday Night Starbout number 32. Spawn in the top left corner, your Swedish Zerg player wearing red, it is Myrault.
And up in the top right-hand corner, up 1-0, looking to close this out in a 2-0 victory, is the Teal Terran player, Moxie.
Alright. Well, I am tired after that game. Be interesting to see if these guys open up a very similar macro cheese style that they both did last game. Circuit Breaker is a pretty big map, 4-player map. Definitely a good map to be going for that macro cheese, hatch first, CC first type of game. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, seeing as how they did that last game on a 2-player map that's quite a bit smaller. Oh wow. Oh geez. I'm opening all sorts of stuff here. Get out of here. Wow. I am just not doing well with the observer interface here today. Alright, Myrault will be going into that hatch first. Moxie saving up some minerals. He's gone above 150. He'll be going for the command center first, and we'll be going into a nice long macro ZVT.
We'll see where the command center is placed. It is a big difference if it's on the low ground versus a high ground. It looks like it will be a high ground command center, a little safer than the low ground, because the low ground, Zerglings can walk in and just kill the SCV, and then kill the command center, and then you GG and you throw your computer in the air because you don't like anything anymore. But on the high ground,
a terrible place, and I hate everybody in it.
The Moxie is going to do a very nice command center barracks supply depot wall. So if there was an early link attack, this would actually hold it off for a decent amount of time. But that is not the case. There's a hatchery first. Yeah,
a 9-pool can do fairly well here. If you do not 9-pool, you can pick off the building SCVs, and then you can't repair a building while it's in construction. So 9 pools from Zerg do force the Terran player to actually bring a bunch of SCVs, lower the supply depot, and come out and fight those Zerglings in order to stay alive. So obviously that's not what Myrault is doing. Myrault's actually getting his 3rd hatch before pool because he is greedy as all get out. But now finally the pool and the extractor do come down.
Match is going to finish up. Probably going to transfer drones because you got a natural for a reason.
Yep, it's always good to do a little bit of transfer. SCV will get up in here and see that. Now he hasn't transferred. Well, he's at 12, so as soon as the extractor finishes, he can transfer those 3 drones, and then he can start sending his drones to the natural. Actually, no, not going to do that, so not going to be the perfect workers saturation splits, but yeah, we won't fault him for it. In the meantime, once again, the really fast engineering bay coming up here for Moxie. So Moxie's like, you know what? I won the last one. Why change anything? Don't fix what isn't broken, right? Same exact build, and the really fast layer coming up from Myrault again. So this could wind up looking pretty similar. Obviously, a very different map, so that will affect it. But overall, these players are going to be going for some pretty similar stuff. I wonder if Moxie will go for be able to scout that out. Now, he does have the SCV in the Zerg base. Now, Myrault did, of course, build that layer at the natural to hide it from that SCV, and now the Lings will come out and try to chase this SCV away. Will the SCV wind up being able to see the layer, though?
The SCV is not going to be able to see it. He does turn it in the wrong direction, so SCV was just kind of confused where all the gas was going, but I'm pretty sure Moxie just knows.
Yeah, he most likely has an idea that's coming up anyway. Moxie's played enough games, played a lot of Brood War, played a lot of Starbow. He knows what to expect. Now, the fast layer doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be Mutos, though. You could try to go for some sort of really fast lurker aggressive, lurker push, or lurker contain. Gonna send another SCV, though, actually, just to double check here. And it will be able to get into see the layer most likely. Here it comes, here it comes. He sees the layer, sees that it's done. Link speed now on the way. Up. And poked down immediately as soon as that SCV died. The Spire gets thrown down here by Myrault.
So Moxie is going to add barracks because he is doing the bio route once more, and we'll probably see turrets come down in the next few minutes, but in the meantime he's just going to macro up, call on SCVs, make barracks, get upgrades, normal things.
Yep. Nothing, no reason to panic yet. Those mutas are still pretty far off. In the meantime, Myrault going to go ahead and get that safety spine crawler just in case some sort of bio push comes across the map. Tech Lab's being added on. Moxie will start churning out the bio forces. Stim on the way, +1 is already halfway done, and we'll start to see some medics and marines.
I do like the link. I do like the links to the front. They are going to see if the Terran does do any sort of crazy move out. The links are going to spot it, so then Myrault will be able to react in time. Scan goes down, sees 2 half-trees and some drones, doesn't really see a whole lot.
Yeah, has not seen the, oh, let me double check here real quick. Yeah, hasn't seen the Spire, but we can probably safely guess what's going on here. He did just play against it in the last game. Oh, this is Zergling actually in hold position. SCV goes right past him. And Myrault with the nice hidden base. This is not one that you'll see Zerg players take as their third very often. You actually see Moxie is actually checking the bottom left to check for that hidden Zerg expansion, but Myrault gonna take the 6 o'clock. A very sneaky base. Generally, you'll see the Zergs take the bottom left to the bottom right here so that they can have this ramp, so they can hold that with lurkers. Lurkers, some Dark Swarm, all that. But Myrault gonna go for the low ground just because it's hidden. So here come the mutas. And,
we have a Ghost Academy.
Oh, Moxie going for the Ghost build. Moxie has a pretty cool Ghost build. It's pretty neat. Mutas take a few shots there, but nothing too bad. Oh, actually does lose 1 Mutalisk. 1 Muta down already here from Myrault. Not exactly how he's picturing this going. There is just the 1 bunker at the front. There's no wall here. A decent number of links. Myrault actually could run by and try to get in this inner line. A decent amount of damage.
Myrault is going to try to move into the natural, but there's 3 missile turrets, and that will push the mutas away instantly. And on the back, he is getting 2 more mutas, but he's quickly transitioning away. The worker den is about 1/3 of the way done.
Yep. Just going to get little pickoffs when he can. He's going to head for the main. There are 2 missile turrets. But without some repair, now he's got to get out of here before he gets trapped by these Marines. Ah, does lose another Muta, another one going down to the red. Overstaying his welcome by just a little bit.
And even saves the missile turret in the base. The SCVs are on repair duty. So a Ghost did just spawn, and the factory is about to be completed, and you do need factories to make nuclear missiles. So will be able to make a nuke in the, well, actually whenever he wants right now.
Yeah. Now what Moxie's going to be going for is he wants to nuke the natural where the spine crawlers and lurkers would be for the Zerg player. It can be a pretty dang cool build, especially if the nuke does go down. Now Myrault, he can of course snipe that Ghost, and that will definitely slow down Moxie's nuke build here. He can take out the Ghost, but in the meantime, here comes the bio forces, and Myrault, it's up to him to defend against all this and make sure that he can somehow kill this Ghost. I like how he's continued to poke around these mutas though, slowing down the push, taking every little unit he can get.
And I do like where the Ghost is. The Ghost is actually being...
Oh, go ahead.
I do like where the Ghost is, because the Ghost is kind of being surrounded by the army, because the Ghost is actually the most important part of this build, and he can't lose this Ghost, or else you have a very awkward nuclear missile sitting at home.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I like how Myrault is actually getting pretty forward with these lurkers. It's going to force... potentially force Moxie into not nuking right where he wants to. He wants to get the spine crawler. Actually, there really aren't any spine crawlers. It's just a bunch of lurkers here. Now, will the nuke come down on these lurkers? And then, if it does, will Myrault get out of there in time? Now, Myrault's actually going to take these 3 lurkers and try to get the nice surround here. Here he comes, actually coming for it, getting aggressive. Myrault, oh, he takes down the Ghost. He takes down almost all the bio. Myrault's in a fantastic position now. So much damage here. These lurkers on top of things, pushing back this entire force. Moxie's army supply dropping down to 25. Myrault's got a really good opportunity to do a lot of damage here to Moxie. Looking at Moxie's base, you know, he does not have science vessels. He does not have tanks. He's only got bio. He's only got his bunker. Doesn't even have a supply depot wall. These lurkers might be able to just march in here and end the game. Oh! Ah! That's a lot of damage!
So, it looks like Myrault is just going to do a pretty... I'm not sure if this is a soft or hard contain, but it's definitely contained nonetheless. And back in his base, he is going to get a few Scourge to deal with the science vessels that are presumably coming, because he does know that science vessels will be coming really soon. Hive is just now finished, and we'll see what tech he will choose. Probably Defowers, but could be Ultralisk as well.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if Myrault realizes how big of an advantage he actually has right here, if he's going to try to go for something. Now, there are quite a few fire bats out here. Now the tank is out, and the first science vessel's out as well, so this tank can range these lurkers. Now, where are those Scourge? Here come a few Scourge. Will he be able to get this Science Vessel will get pulled back in time. It's not going to. Science Vessel goes down, and now there's no mobile detection here for Moxie.
We actually do have a
drop
dropship. A dropship was just made. Is going to try to do some drop harass, which is definitely a good decision. Moxie is container out, so he needs to try to put any sort of pressure back at his Zerg base.
Ooh, in the meantime, a Nidus Canal coming up here for Myrault at this base. Very nice. Will Moxie find this bottom right base as it comes up?
Oh, he will find the bottom right base, and I hope he drops and takes out the base, because that would be a nice pickup for him.
Scan coming down. Okay, here comes Myrault, just gonna come in here for it, taking down both of the tanks. A lot of the Lings still alive, and now the tanks are gone. Moxie actually skipping over that, and he will be dropping here, but there is a Hydra and one Spine Crawler. Not be quite enough, actually. Moxie focused on the natural, doesn't actually notice they just flew over this. Okay, he will go ahead and do the drop here, but the Nidus is done here, and Myrault can pump out some units out of this Nidus here and defend easily if he can get any into the network. Here come a bunch, and here come the Lings as well as a Defiler. We'll be able to get unloaded. No, the Nidus! Oh, the Lings get out just in time!
No, the Marines will take them out.
They're in a really nice position.
Do they live? Barely
no,
they won't.
Just gets cleaned up. In the meantime, though, Moxie is cleaning up the push at the front. These Lurkers having to run back. And the Zerg force is retreating a bit here, but importantly, Myrault keeps the third alive. The fourth also comes up unmolested. And Moxie now in 2 base up against a 4 base Zerg who has some pretty nice map control. Moxie's got to find a way to do some damage. Now, being behind by 13 supply as a Terran at this stage in the game is pretty tough. It really means that Myrault's ahead by quite a bit. Will there be a Fire Blast be able to do enough damage? Scourge going to be able to connect with these vessels. The Dark Swarm goes down. Lurkers burrowing. Oh, more Dark Swarms. Will be enough to take down all of the Bio Forces. There's almost nothing left here for Moxie.
That looks so one-sided for Moxie. He took out all the Lings so fast, and I thought the Workers would just go down, but the Dark Swarms do land, and the Workers are able to clean up the rest of the army.
Yeah, the Fire Bat's not doing as much damage to the Lurkers, as the Lurkers are not light units, are actually medium, so they only take half damage, those Fire Bats. And with the Dark Swarms, the Marines aren't able to do any damage, and now Myrault is sitting really pretty. Here comes another drop here, though, for Moxie. Going to be coming for the main. Does a little bit of a scan here. Got one Fire Bat and a few Marines. No medics, importantly, though, with this. So this drop's got to do some damage.
Ooh, it's going to go for the
Defiler Mound, and I think this Defiler Mound will go down as long as he's focusing it down, which he will. Will it go down? 50. Ah, yes, he does. Now it will all get cleaned up. Oh, the boost. Boost saves the medevac. Cute little play. Oh, but the Scourge, will they still be able to catch it anyway? They are faster than the medevac without the boost. GG from Moxie. Myrault takes game number 2. We're going to be going to game number 3 this series.
Both of those games are really good.
Yeah, they